Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and welcome back to another episode of TekTopia, where this video is a little bit of a strange one actually, because the time I'm going to spend on this video that you're watching right now, I've already spent probably most of the time I'm going to already, and we've only just began. That sounds a bit confusing, I know, so pretty much what we're going to be doing today is trying to expand the villager population by as much as possible, which happens to require a lot of emeralds. So in between episodes, I have done an awful lot of trading with this guy right here, the merchant. As you can see, I've not long finished for today. So pretty much what I've been doing in between episodes, whenever I'm sat here at my computer not playing Minecraft, I will be logged into this world just AFK at the top of my building here and hoping my villagers don't die around me, which they haven't. I got quite lucky. I did turn the necromancer off, might be worth mention. But the point is, I have just been waiting for the merchant to show up pretty much every single day, and then I would trade as much as I could with him, and I did that for like 2 weeks pretty much. I should probably mention that I also took a couple of trips back to my older villages to grab some supplies because I kept running out of what this city had made, so I was utilizing some of those items. They're still mine, I got them from playing TekTopia. I wouldn't really say it's cheating doing that, but yeah, I used some items there, and all in all, I managed to muster together this many emeralds. So we've got 9 stacks here, another 9 stacks, about 4 stacks, and then some extra ones here, which I haven't converted into blocks, but maybe let's go ahead and do that and see how many we have all together. So nearly 3 stacks of emerald blocks. I've never had that many emeralds even close to it in TekTopia before. And funnily enough, pretty much all of those emeralds, with the exception of a couple of stacks maybe, came from the merchant. That was my primary emerald source, which means this villager breeder that we made and spent quite a long time putting together turned out to be pretty much useless. I haven't really used this thing because it's just so slow. Having sugarcane be my only resource to trade, it wasn't working out as efficiently as I wanted to, and at this point in the city progression, I don't see any point in expanding it. However, I kind of forgot that this existed, and when I first started trading, after I got those first couple of stacks, I gave my villagers at the back here a bunch of carrots to eat and trade with, right? And yeah, I didn't check up on them for a while until pretty much just starting this episode. So as you can see, one's escaped, and then we have, I don't even know how many in here, but I think to start off today's episode, I'm just gonna try and sort out this mess a little bit. I've also gotten the villager depositing system a little bit clogged. These guys have got stuck together, and I'm pretty sure I should have a stack underneath the ocean of empty minecarts. Oh, I've killed a lot of villagers, haven't I? I mean, I didn't kill them, I just pressed a button and they fell down here by themselves. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to tell myself. Well, there we go. Everything seems to be in working order now. The villagers are very happy, as you can see. Let's quickly turn our back. Alright, I've cleared all of them up, and unfortunately, I only managed to get maybe 4 or 5 white coats after that, which really are the only ones that are somewhat helpful to me. I like to keep the farmers around just because I can fairly easily get my hand on some of these items if I need it in high quantities, but obviously the cartographers and the librarians both have a paper trade, which is kind of what I have the most of. Oh, and of course I have a giant pumpkin farm in that building over there, so the farmers are actually quite helpful for that. Whilst I've been doing all of my AFKing, despite not really using the vanilla villagers, I have been trying to harvest my sugarcane farm here as often as possible. So once I get all of this, I'll show you how much we have in total, and maybe we can do one last big trading session with those vanilla villagers just to get a few more emeralds. Hopefully all of the sugarcane has now made it into the chest. So starting at the bottom, we already have a full one, which is great. We then have another full one here, and I think the hopper at the back, oh, that's going to be real tricky to try and hang on, bear with, I can do this. There we go. Okay, so it's still coming in a little bit. So let's just say 2 double chests of sugarcane. That's actually quite a lot of emeralds if I was to convert all of that into paper and then trade it with those guys. Before we do that though, I am in a slight predicament that I need to tell you guys about. So villager hearts is my problem here. As you can see, I actually have quite a few. That's probably over 20, right? I would imagine. Not bad, but that's all I have. I've already used up all of the ones from previous villages, and the trouble I'm in right now is that they are just not being produced in this city. It's been probably several days in real life before I've seen a heart. They're just not really happening for me. And for those who don't know, the hearts are spawned in when a villager wakes up after a good night's sleep and they're happy. All of my villagers are very, very happy. Let's just pick one at random down here. 96% after a long day of work. That's really good. They should be spawning hearts when they're above like 70, I think, or something like that. They don't have to be at 100% like Kashmir is here. But the point I'm trying to make is, in theory, I should be getting tons of hearts every single morning when I go around and check this place. But as I said recently, I've just not been getting that. Occasionally I'll get 1 heart, and very occasionally I'll get 2, and maybe one time I had 3. But usually, more often than not, I'll just have 0 hearts. And the trouble with that is, I need them to expand the village, because nomads, they just do not show up anymore when you get to a certain population level. They just kind of stop showing up. It just becomes so rare. And without hearts, I've got no way to spawn in children. So I'm a little bit stuck, aren't I? Because at the moment, we can only spawn in however many this is. So what I've done over on my Discord server, there's currently a poll running. It would have ended by the time this video's gone out, but I've got that up, and I've just asked everybody who's in that Discord server to vote whether you'd be okay with me potentially spawning in some more hearts, or if you would be against it. You don't want me cheating and spawning in any hearts. It would be understandable, but I'm just waiting to get the results on that before I go any further. And if I, don't get enough results, maybe I'll possibly pass the question on to you guys and see what you have to say about it. But yeah, without the hearts, I can't really do anything. We're kind of stuck in limbo with the villager population. And as I've said lots of times in this series, I want to try and get it quite high for this world, or for this city, I should say. But that's okay. I'll let the poll run for a while and we'll come back to it in a little bit. But for right now, let's grab all of this sugarcane and just see how many emeralds we can get by trading with those white coats. That took a really long time to do, and it's quite painful monotonously trading away, and I only got 4 stacks, whereas I could just passively wait a night and day to pass by, wait for the merchant, and probably get around the same amount if I get lucky with what trades he has to offer. But anyway, it's fine. We got 4 stacks of emeralds. I can't really complain. We did also get a baby villager born around here. I don't quite know how that happened, because he hasn't escaped. It was, yeah, these guys are breeding. And I don't quite understand. So he's going to be running around for a little while now, because I definitely can't dispose of him in this form. Gonna have to wait for him to grow up a bit at least. So now in total we have this many emeralds. Hopefully this should give us quite a lot of villagers. I'm pretty sure we're going to run out of hearts before we run out of emeralds, which is actually kind of a nice position to be in. I'm actually just going to go ahead and ask you guys this now, because my poll on my Discord channel isn't getting as many votes as I would like it to, and I think that's mainly because not that many people watch TekTopia over there. So I know you guys do, so I can ask you in this video, would you be okay with me spawning in some hearts, even if we did it at like a price, possibly for some diamonds, or even emeralds would probably make more sense? Do you think that would be okay, or are you against that? You just think it's cheating, which it technically is, but like I've been saying, I'm kind of stuck without it, so it's either that or we don't get that many villagers. So yeah, let me know what you think about that down in the comments, and maybe by next episode or at some point in time before we finish off this city, I'll do another population boom of villagers. But we do have all of those hearts that we can use for today, so before we place these down, I would just like to get this book actually and check how many free bed spaces we have to know how many villagers I can actually spawn in. So according to my book here, we have 30 spare beds. We've got 64 residents and 94 beds in total. Now that does include the ones in the barracks here, but I've checked this one as well as our other barracks building, and the only 2 empty beds we have are these. So we do have 30 in total, but 2 of them are kind of designed for guards. So I think I'm going to go count how many hearts we have and see how many we can spawn in. Hopefully it's less than 28. 22, 23, 24, 25 hearts in total. Okay, that's actually pretty good. So I'm going to take all of these, head to the apartment building and place all of them down at once and get a huge splurge of children just running wild in the city. Just a little bit crazy. Where are you kids off to now then? It's the middle of the night, there's not long been a thunderstorm, so hopefully they're okay. They can just wander. A lot of them are going to bed and claiming their own bedrooms. Wonderful. Truly a sight to behold. They just keep on coming. So whilst our villagers are growing up into nitwits, I'm going to take the time, which is going to be quite a lot of time, to go through the tradesmen here and just pick out what professions I would like. The only 2 I know for certain at the moment are 2 more guards. That's the captain, that's the lumberjack, that's the miner. Where are the guards? There we go. I would like 2 more of these, and I know I've got my 30 guards in total, all maxed out, so I need to pick 19 more professions to choose from. I think I must have counted wrong because as you can see here on the professions page, it says we have 26 children, so we had to get 26 professions, and I've managed to pile together a list of all of the jobs that I want. To start off with, I would like 5 miners, which is going to be a total of 70 emeralds. So what I'm going to do is just put that in my shulker box here and set it aside for the miners I'm going to purchase. I would like to have 4 more blacksmiths, so that's 72 emeralds. I'm going to do the same once again. You can see why I'm doing this, just to separate out the certain amount so I can do a bulk purchase, and that way the prices aren't going to drop each time. So I just want to get a little bit organized here. 3 ranchers for 42 emeralds, 3 chefs for 75 emeralds that is, 3 more farmers for 30 emeralds, pretty cheap that one. 2 guards, of course, for 36 emeralds. This is an expensive one. Clerics, I don't have any of them just yet, so I would like to get at least 2 for now, which is going to be 86 emeralds in total. 2 lumberjacks for 20 emeralds, a butcher for 14 emeralds, and lastly 1 very expensive bard because we don't have any of them just yet, so I'm dropping 45 or 54 emeralds, sorry, into getting a little villager that can play some funky tunes around the city. And after all of that divided up, we still have this many emeralds, which is kind of awesome. So now it's time to go through the tradesmen here and purchase all of those, and hopefully I don't tap out, otherwise the prices are going to change. So I got to concentrate for this one and not click away, otherwise it's all going to update the minute I do that. Well, there are all of the tokens. I don't think the children have grown up just yet, so I won't be able to hand them out for the minute, but let's see how much the prices have gone up by. Yeah, cleric up to 55, the farmers increased by 3, so we even got blocks now to get the enchanter, and the bard. That's kind of crazy. Has the prices for the architect gone up? Because there are actually a couple of things I would like to buy from here. They have, unfortunately, but that's okay. We got plenty of emeralds anyway. It's not like it's taken me several weeks to get them all together. I would actually like to buy some more animal pens because let's take that with us so I don't forget about it. I actually have not completed my animal pen section. We only have one side done, and I don't want to leave it unfinished, of course. So both of these all of these pens, sorry, on this side are like fully maxed out. They're at the point now where no more really get bred until they get killed. So that's really nice and efficient. I'm going to get some more ranchers, of course, and an extra butcher so that we can fill out all of these as well. So I'm going to go purchase a sheep pen, a chicken pen, a pig pen and then a cow pen, and that's probably gonna deplete my supply by a lot. Yeah, it's gonna cost quite a lot. This is how much it requires, which is expensive, but I definitely think it's worth it, as having all of the animal pens is really great, obviously for the villagers to get lots of food, but also they almost get too much food sometimes, and then I can trade that with the merchant, which is what I've been doing a lot to get this many emeralds, because the food trades are just ridiculous. I get so much emeralds for not that much food, honestly, and when I got a good supply of it, it's actually super helpful. So yeah, I'm glad to have these. Are you okay there? You seem stuck. Nope, there we go. He's got out. Well, there we go. All of the pens are now in place. I'll be very interested to see how long it takes these to actually fill up, because there are, in fact, a few animals still roaming around the city here. We got a cow over by the merchant stall. In fact, we've got a few others. Oh, I probably should be trading with you still. I always forget to do this when I'm actually recording an episode. I think that's why I struggle so much with getting emeralds, just because when I'm making a video, I got my mind focused on that. I'm not really thinking about him. But anyway, getting sidetracked. We got some chickens and some cows over yonder. We have some pigs over here and a single sheep, and I think I just saw... Yeah, okay, so we have 2 of every animal, which is the bare minimum to get the pens underway. So hopefully the new ranchers, or the ones that we currently have, will get them rounded up soon. The villagers are heading home to go to bed. As you can see, we still got quite a few children running around. They haven't had time to grow up just yet, so I'm gonna go do something for a little bit. I'm not exactly sure what just yet, but I'll come back with you guys once they're all grown up and we can hand out all of our tokens. As you can see, the children have now started to grow up into nitwits, so I am... Ooh, I just saw a child there. And another one. Okay, with the exception of a couple, they are mostly nitwits, but it's... Oh, we're stood on top of the slaughterhouse. I was wondering what that noise was. It's going to take me a while to go through all of these and hand them out, because I lose the nitwits a lot of the time, and they're quite hard to find. So it's no rush. I'm gradually going to go through all these, hand them out, and I'll update you guys when we're done. This seems to happen every time. I've got 1 token left to hand out, which is the bard. And for the life of me, I cannot find where this last nitwit is hiding. Something cool you can do with the TekTopia information book is actually find wherever the nitwit is. You kind of got to cycle through all of these pages, but you can find the exact coordinates of them, as you can see down here. But by the time you kind of found those coordinates and where they were, they're already gone elsewhere. So I think it's honestly better if I just look around and wait till I stumble into him or her. I found her, she's right here. Hello! Hello Demi, how are you doing? Okay, so you, my friend, are the village bard, so why don't you go ahead and play us a tune? I'm not sure she's in the playing mood for today. She was surrounded by all those villagers and now she's just walking in the other direction. Maybe she's looking for a particularly sad villager to play for. As we walk into the storage room, we've still got nothing. Are you going to go play for them? No, you're going to go rummage around in my chest. What are you looking for? You already had those apples on you. Come on, Demi. You were very expensive to buy. I would like it if you could play one of your famous songs. Oh, she's got a recorder out, or a flute, whatever you want to call it. I don't think she always has that in her hand. Come on. Come on. This has been highly anticipated by a lot of people. Many people in the comments have been waiting for you to appear and play your songs, Demi. There's been plenty of people asking for you, so please, come on, don't delay anymore. There it is. Kind of. She stopped playing, but also the music carried on. Rather impressive, Demi. I'm not sure how you managed that, but what a lovely song for Alwyn. I'm sure he loved that. Before we go, I thought we'd just do a quick recap on the villagers that we now have in this city. So if we could just plonk ourselves next to this guy right here and go to professions. So we nearly have 100 residents already. We had a big old population boom in this episode, and hopefully we can get some more in the episodes to come, depending on what you guys say about the heart situation, of course. But let's just go through it here. So we have 1 bard. Don't really need any more than that. 1 is enough. Maybe 2. I'll think about it. it. 8 blacksmith, 2 butchers, a captain, that's just one of the guards, 6 chefs, we don't have any children anymore because they all grew up, of course, 2 clerics, gonna need some more of those at some point, along with the druids, only 2 of them, 1 enchanter, maybe another one we could get, possibly, 15 farmers, 29 guards, I should have 30, I don't know why that says 29, maybe I miscounted again, probably. 6 lumberjacks, 10 miners, 0 nitwits, which is good, we don't want any of them, at the moment anyway, 6 ranchers, and then 1 teacher. Definitely not going to need any more than just a single one there. So, yeah, I would say we are doing pretty good for ourselves. I would just like to check why it does say we only have 29 guards, because there are 10 beds in each guard building, we got 10 green beds there. And we've got 10 green beds here. There's only one other barracks building, which is just over this way. And last time I checked, they were all green as well. So that could just be a glitch with the TekTopia information mod, which is quite possible because, yeah, all of these beds, hello friends, look rather green to me. So there we go, everybody. That is going to do it for today's episode. If it seems like we didn't really do anything this time round, it's probably because I did most of everything before I even pressed the first record button. It's a lot of off-camera work, and we didn't do any building. We'll be sure to remedy that next episode. I'm thinking next time round in episode 97, I think, right? This is episode 96, so yeah, 97, we'll start work on this final platform here. I got some great ideas, a couple of episodes from all of you, and I've picked what I'm going to be building on this thing, and I think it's going to be the perfect addition to the city. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Thank you ever so much for watching this episode. Really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.